Hi, Dr. Mancini here again, and I want to add on to the question that was asked about how to break out of the stress response. Well, I will tell you from my own personal experience that as you continue to practice getting into this alpha state, what it begins to do is it begins to allow you to become more of what I call an observer, or what I also known as taking flight. It's kind of like the ability to, when you're in an airplane, you're able to see more of the environment, the landscape. You can see things happening, but they're happening at a slower pace. You see the cars, they're moving slowly. You can see further down the road. You have a bigger landscape view. Well, when you practice getting into this alpha state, what this really teaches you is when you're in this stress response, what you can begin to practice is the ability to disconnect from your body. Doesn't mean you're going to float away in space. It just means you start to become an observer of the biochemistry that starts to turn on, also known as a stress response, a survival response. I mean, you ever feel like angry or frustrated or sad or overwhelmed? Whatever you feel it in your body. Now, the practice of meditation, which shifts you into alpha state and then ultimately theta, is it allows you to begin to observe what I like to call the horse body, the untamed animal, the conditioned animal. Because ultimately, when you feel all these things, you feel it in your body. But it is so intense sometimes that you literally can't even maneuver it. You can't even get in the control seat. But what you can do through the practice of meditation is begin to observe it and not let it control you. And what I mean by that is continue to create a separation from you being in your body versus you observing your body. It's almost like watching an intense movie and you're locking yourself in the seat. You're not going to get up. The movie is intense. I mean, it's like a 4D movie where, you got snow coming at you, you got wind blowing up, you got the fragrances. I mean, it is a full movie, but you just lock it in. You don't get up. You don't get up. You sit and you observe. And if you can get that level of observation through the practice of meditation, what will happen is the movie will be intense, but over time, the movie rises, peaks, and then the end. Just like a movie. At the end of the movie, you go, wow, that was a movie. The practice of meditation, getting into an alpha state, will begin to teach you to begin to separate yourself from the experiences you have in your body. Because the more we get caught up in the story that is generated from the emotions, we get stuck in the cycle. And guess what happens? We get stuck in that repeating, constant thinking, what I call the vicious cycle, the monkey mind. So ultimately, trying to give you more reasons to practice getting into this alpha state. It teaches you how to separate yourself so you can observe your body, you can watch it, and then what happens over time, the body will just start to calm down. That's a natural cycle of things. So hopefully that helps. More videos to come. Thanks.